Hey everyone, this is Angie. Today we're making another little purse. I can't get away from these. I don't know. Lately it's just been, I'm a purse girl, but this is so cute. It turned out really cute, I thought, and it's so easy to do. So it just opens, it's got a little Velcro there, and it just opens like this. So you can put your treats or a small gift in here. It would fit a necklace or a bracelet, anything like that it would fit. But then you can just close it back up. I actually made it as a thank you gift because I like having these on hand when someone gives me, like at work, sometimes someone will bring something in there or whatever. They'll bring goodies and stuff, and I like to bring stuff that say thank you. So yeah, and it has a little crease on the side. This makes it super easy to open and close, and we got a little handle on it. So this is what I'm sharing today. All right, everyone, if you are new to my channel, my name's Angie, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I post on Tuesdays and Sundays. And so if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy the videos, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up because all those things will help my channel. All right, let's get started. So what we're using for this project, we are using the Impressions of Bloom bundle. I love this bundle. The flowers, everything is from here except for the handle, which I'm using the Stylish Shapes for, which, you know, I use this all the time. So these are all the dies that we're using for this. We're even using the Sentiment Thanks from here, but you can stamp all the little flowers and everything, but I just decided to cut it out. These are the flowers that we're using from the dies from the Impressions of Bloom, and then we're using this for the little inside clasp part, and then these two are for the purse itself. And you're going to use this one right here, the one that has the stitching on it, you're going to use for the matting. And then you're going to just use this one, the plain one, is going to be for the box part itself. I want to explain that because one cuts out a little bit bigger than the other. All right, so then we have our Stylish Shapes, and that is everything we're using for this. I am using Petal Pink for this. And so one piece of the Petal Pink is 6 1/4 by 2. That's the only measurement that you have to have this time. But don't forget, if you are new, I have an inspiration sheet on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com, and you can print and download it and print it. All right, and then you're going to cut 2 of these ovals here in the Petal Pink. And then these are the other ones. We're using the Designer Series paper. I'll show you it. It's adorable, and I plan on making other stuff with this. I love the paper, and this is the Turtley Cute paper. So it's the back of one of the pieces here, but it's adorable, and I can't wait to use the little turtle on here. I'll probably use my Scan and Cut to cut him out. I didn't get the bundle that goes with this, but there's such cute little images on here. And look at the backs of it. It's so cute. Look at this. Wouldn't this be adorable for someone who's a musician? I love this. And then all of these sides are so cute. He's riding a bicycle, eating an ice cream cone. And then this back, I love all the front and back of this. And this one's a cute one for Dad. It's got a barbecue, and I thought about using that for a Father's Day. And then look at the striped on this side. And then this one also is a birthday one. So you have like every category in here. Oh, I did buy the sticker sheet as well. So you can add one of the stickers on here. But look at the stickers that come with this one. So cute. And this is a great scrapbooking. If you're a scrapbooker, these are great pieces for that. That's probably what I'll use it for. I'm still working on my grandkids, and I'd like to start my great-grandkids, but goodness, I got to get through the first ones. All right, so I used the square for the handle, and what I did with this, and this is a tip for you, when you do it, use some sticky tape or washi tape or some tape to hold these together in the same position so that every time you run it through, it's going to cut the same. So sometimes when I do 2 handles, I do that so that both the handles are exactly the same. All right, and then this is the piece we're going to be using for the little front flap, and then here's our flowers. All right, this is easy, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and just stamp our thanks first. And I just have a piece of scrap that I used for that. And let me grab my ink here. I already conditioned my stamp because these were all new. I hadn't used them. So we're going to do the thanks there. I'm just going to cut it out by hand. You can use this for any occasion, but we're going to make it a thanks. This way I have a few on hand. All right, so we got that done. That's super easy. I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole, and I'm going to use my smaller hole punch. I don't know if I can get it through this hole, but we'll see. If not, I'll just punch it with the larger one. I like the smaller holes, so I try to use that one more. All right, so we are going to score this piece here. We are going to score it on the 6 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score it at 1 3/4 and 4 1/2. And then on the 2 inch side, you're going to score it at 1/2 and 1 1/2. And we are going to do something different here. So this score mark right here, you're going to just score at 1 all the way down to that score mark. You're not going to go into this middle part, and you're going to just flip it and do the same thing at 1. Just like that. So it's just going to score to that first score mark. All right, let's get going on this. Okay, so what you're going to do on this one is you're just going to cut here, 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 and here. And I'm keeping it, I'm not cutting into these, because I want this bottom part to be like a guide for me. So let me grab my scoring tool. Y'all, my desk is a mess right now. I've been working with a company and doing a collaboration, and I've been doing another video, and I had to clear my whole desk off. And it is a mess. By the way, don't forget to watch that video because it's amazing, y'all. The product is amazing. I only do things that I really believe in, y'all. So, that I really like. And I always give my honest opinion. I don't do any collaborations with things that I'm not interested in or that I don't like. All right, so what we're going to do on this one, we're going to actually do it like at a little bit of an angle like that. All right, now I just did these in because that's how it's going to close. All right, let's go ahead and mat these first, and then we'll put it together. I'm going to go ahead and use my wet glue. Hopefully I'm going to have enough. I need to fill it back up. But y'all, this thing has really saved my hands a lot. You know, I work with my hands all day, and I come home and do this all day with my hands. That's probably why. I know my job has caused the carpal tunnel, because I was told that years ago. For those of you who don't know, I was a dental technician, so I make crowns and bridges, and I'm back to it, doing it again. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on here. Let's go ahead and put some wet glue on here. I'm going to put it underneath here. And you don't have to be super, you know, fussy with this part. Just make sure it's all inside your little oval and make sure it's straight. All right, so let me get this down more towards the bottom. That's why I use the wet glue, because I can move it. Y'all, I'm so sad because moving everything around, I can't find my good bone folder. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same here. But I'm going to search high and low, y'all. I'm going to find it, or I'm going to have to order another one. I know it's here somewhere. So then you're just going to put this one on, because I love that I can, make sure you line these up as well. I can really get in there with that flat edge. With the rounded edge, I can't get in there as well. All right, so there you go. Look at that. And then we're gonna go ahead and first, we're gonna put this piece on, and you're gonna just fold it in half, like that. Again, I'm gonna sharpen that part right there. Put some wet glue on one side. And then you want to center it here. Make sure that you can close it before you glue it down. So that's why I'm just testing. And then this handle is going to go over this part, but I want to go ahead and add my glue. And then just put it right over your little opening part. And you can make your handle as tall as you like, or as short as you like. And then you're just going to glue that piece down like that. We're going to grab our Velcro dots, linked in the description. I got some new ones, y'all. I had to go get some more, because gosh, I can't do it without these. And someone asked me how I do, which ones I put on, because there's a rough one and then there's a soft one. I always put the rough one on the bottom part, and then I pull, where you're pulling is the softer one. So I just put this on top of here, and then we're going to close it. And then you have your opening. It will open and close like that. I should have put it down a little further. I think I'm going to move it down a little bit further before it gets stuck really far. Let me see. Yeah, let's put that one there, because I don't like the way that was flipping up. All right. That's better. Okay, so we got our handle on there, and we're going to add our flower. So I have this little piece of foam that I use, and I just will push that down in this piece, and then I have to punch another little piece for the center. And the color that I'm using, by the way, is Poppy Parade, because it's in this thing here. So I'm just going to punch the little center piece, add a little bit of glue to the center there. Whoop. Need to glue that. And then this little one goes in the middle. You can put a gem in there too if you want. I just like the pop of color of Poppy Parade. That made sense, right? All right, so I think I got my handle on a little crooked, y'all. I'm gonna lift it and try to straighten that. I'm picky about these things. And I know I'm not the only one out there picky. So let's add this and see if I can straighten it out a little bit. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. All right, let's add our little flower here. I'm gluing this on because I don't want it to fall off every time I open and close it. But, so we do have to wait. You know, this glue does take a while to grasp on here. I'm going to put my finger behind there and just press it down. I'm going to lift these a little bit so I have a little bit of dimension. Isn't it cute? I love the flower on it. Pop these up a little bit. And then we're going to add our ribbon and our thanks. And by the way, this ribbon, it's so beautiful, y'all. This one is the petal pink, and it's scalloped. Look it up because it is on the last chance list, and it is discounted. So if you want this ribbon, grab it right away. I love this ribbon, and I'm sad that it's on the last chance list. So that means it's going away. All right, so let's tie our ribbon, our bow. Let's see if I can get this ribbon even first. I'm just doing it around the handle. This tie is really nice too. And it makes such a pretty bow. I'm really sad it's going away. All right, so let's trim that. And that one. There you go. All done. Add some Hershey's Kisses or some Ghirardelli bars to it. Look how cute they are, though. Isn't that fun? I hope you enjoyed this one. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com, and even the inspiration sheet is there for you to download and print. I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.